Hello, welcome. Going to be doing some more testing on the 4070 Ti Super. I've got the Witcher 3 booted up. Check it out in 4K. Could even check some other resolutions as well. Going to probably be maybe a slightly shorter stream because I need to watch Tottenham. I need to watch Tottenham absolutely batter Man City. That reminds me, actually, is it... Where is it being played? Oh, it's at Tottenham. That's game over. It's game over for Man City. What are we doing? Let's... I do need to plug the controller in as well. Obviously, we've got ray tracing, frame generation on this game as well. I am curious to see if we get the same weird kind of crashing and stuff we had yesterday on Cyberpunk. I do think it was probably just down to the fact it's Cyberpunk, but we'll find out. So display-wise, I'm at 4K. Got frame generation on at first. I'm probably going to try it with everything maxed at first, so ray tracing max with DLSS quality and stuff, and then we can just play around with it. So ray tracing's on. We've got DLSS on quality. And I think everything else should be pretty much maxed. Hairwork's on. Everything maxed Ultra Plus, so we'll see what that's like first. Let me sort the overlay. Reversing computers, hello. Still have never completed this game either, so... Right, so it's looking like we're just about above 60. Now, this game is obviously very demanding because running ray tracing everything maxed at 4K native, even on my 4090, is like... What was it? It was like 30 to 40 FPS. So it's you know, quite a demanding game. Natively, at least. I'll play around a little bit with it, like with these settings, and then obviously we'll just switch up a bit. I'll try native as well. Bit of stuttering there. I do notice, from what I remember, this game does stutter loads with frame generation on, so that's probably what we're going to see here. That low already in the frame time. I cannot remember the controls on this. Me too. Me too what? What was that in reference to? So we'll play around with this for a bit, then I'll maybe show you without frame generation because the stuttering will disappear.
Wolves will tear it to pieces.
That was a lot of wolves. You'll have to bear with me because I can't remember the controls on this. So that's dodge. I'm about to get... Oh, what's block? Okay. I'm also missing the HUD, I think. So dropping down here in the combat a little bit under 60. Let me, I'm missing the... What's that under? Get that back on. That's better. I mean, it's kind of nice without it, to be honest. What are the controls? So that's the... That's block. Alright, I think I remember. They're all fighting each other. Oh, it's like a dog or something. Have I got to fight that as well? Oh, friendly dog. Oh, it's a mission, is it?
Dog's tame. A pet. Wonder what it's doing here.
So yeah, it's looking like 60 to 70 roughly, and then in combat it's dropping to like 55. VRAM as well looks fine on this game. Not an issue at all. The interesting thing is, though, is these settings would be pushing the 4070 Ti 12 gig. We're pretty much at that. Obviously, with 16, it's fine, but definitely the demonstration of how 12 wasn't really enough on that 4070 Ti. Watchdog Legion was having terrible optimization. With ray tracing. That was quite a tough game to run, I think, with ray tracing.
Dog's gone.
Not played it for a long time. Probably would be okay on a 4090. I think I last played it on a 3090, maybe.
Faster.
Or maybe 3090 Ti. Wait, what? I love how, like, English the people are in this. They're, like, proper geezers. Alright, mush. How do I deal with the shield guy? Oh, I just get around it, do I? Like that. Get behind him. That's not worked. Guy's too slow. You get one hit. Maybe I should just set fire to him. That'll do it. Carlos, hello. Where does it want me to go? Oh, is this the main mission? We actually want to do that, though. Jurgen is leaving Liverpool. Is he? He says he's leaving. I didn't know.
Save your gold or I'm begging.
Quite the banquet. Where'd you get all the meat?
Found porkers wombling all about, so we roasted one of them.
Want a bite? Plenty to go round.
I'll do one mission. Actually, maybe what I'll do
Cut the gentleman a slice of
is we'll go to the city as well. We'll check out frame rate there.
No,
And then I can switch it.
won't stand for it. They done roasted your golder, the wazzocks.
him again.
Oh, you were saying it to never compete in The Witcher? Yeah.
What's this?
It's obviously a big game, isn't it? I want to try and
Started your golder.
get it on Steam. I need to either get it on Steam or unlock my Steam Deck
Nothing doing.
so I can play it on that.
Pius, Jacob, grab
And then I'd probably end up... I'll probably complete it.
Help!
I don't think I'm super far from the end, but...
He hasn't harmed you. Leave him alone.
I've got the DLC as well.
You roast hog, and you do this.
No Brockle's gonna give us orders. Clobber him, lads.
These guys are really low level. And they still hit me. Double kill. Make sure to drop a like on the stream as well, guys. Try and get as many likes as we can, as normal. Getting even 70 FPS here.
You hurt?
But yeah, I mean, overall performance seems good so far. It's just this stuttering, though, the 0.1% low, which is caused by frame generation. But
You must have really
maybe
loved
we'll
that
switch
game.
frame generation off first and see what the frame rate's like with that.
Geralt,
If you have a 3900K, should you use the 2 8-pin? If you can, I would.
Live in this village alone?
Nay, they's home.
Most people will probably tell you you could just use one, and it probably would work fine with one, but as much as like a 4090 probably works okay off 3, but I just personally, for peace of mind, wouldn't risk it. If you have the ability to be able to use 2, I would. Just because if there's any
Your magic?
spikes in like power and stuff, that maybe might cause an issue across one.
Fine.
Maybe if you're like
Take a look at the base.
cine benching a 3900K, like if you're playing a game, it probably wouldn't really affect it because it's not It's using quite a bit of power, but it's not like an insane amount. Whereas if you were cine benching to like 300 and, you know, 300, 350 watts, like that might maybe cause more problems. Use your Witcher senses to examine the pigs. How do I do?
Ordinary pig by the looks of it, but my medallion's going wild. Yeah.
So yeah, what I'll do after this is I'll fast travel to the city. We'll check that out. Graphically, though, I think it still looks pretty nice, even with DLSS and frame generation. Look, the big stutter again there. How do I jump? B is jump. Oh.
Yontek?
Aye.
The pigs. They do seem to be magic.
Aye. Cause
Power consumption as well. It's pretty much maxed out, isn't it?
because of the sorcery.
So far, see it pretty much max out power in both games.
So those pigs, they used to be humans?
Aye. What did you think? Help them. Turn them back.
Thanks to the good simple answer, that's right.
What changed the people into pigs?
Twere magic. I done gave Igor the key. He gathered them all. Off they went.
What key is this?
Listen, here. Opens the hog hut, that does.
That guy's creepy.
Need to take a closer look at the hog hut. Where is it?
Why, it's that away past the hill. You walk, and then you're there. Got it?
I'll find it.
What are the chances to get jumped by a monster? Game save. So it stutters a little bit when that happens, autosave as well. I know it's the same thing as Cyberpunk. There's these things. How do I, like, lock onto an enemy? I thought it'd be right click on the R3, but that doesn't do it. Whoa. It's way too many. Alright, we'll keep going. Normally these forest areas are the hardest to run on this game, and you can see that down below 60 again. These are normally the toughest areas. They look really nice, but... I should probably get the horse ready, shouldn't I? More enemies. We're gonna have to go in that cave. It doesn't seem to lock on. Oh, it is locking on, but it's just... They changed that. I swear it never used to look like that. Did it? Or am I just thinking of a different game, maybe? Looks like we're going in the cave. Go inside the hog hut. Let me know what the game audio is like as well. Is it a bit too quiet or?
Get it! Together, lads! Kill him!
Not good.
Use.
Key fits after all.
Looks like we're going in. Pig.
A lot of people came through here, and there was something heavy.
Talk to the pig. Why not? Audio levels sound good. Thanks. Thanks, Jim.
Medallion's vibrating. Pig must be from the village too.
Hard to get it right because some games are super loud. Like,
Wait,
if I play Call of Duty, it's super loud.
Understand me?
And then play some other games, some story games, and it's super quiet.
Let's try this. 1 oink for yes, 2 for no. Got it?
After this mission, we'll go to the city. We'll check that.
Talk.
And then we'll try maybe native 4K and see. It's not going to be great, but
Yontek mentioned
we'll see it anyway.
The herbalist and the alderman were missing from the village. Makes you one of them. You Klaus, the village alderman.
Dim, hello.
You're the local herbalist? Heard about you. Igor? Nice to meet you. I'm Geralt. Know this place? This a tomb?
Would I think that this card's struggling on 4K? It depends. Depends on the game, and it depends on what the settings are too. For example, like a game with ray tracing at 4K, yeah, it'll likely struggle. You know, the two games we've tried so far are both ray traced games. If we're talking about native, that is, obviously with DLSS frame generation, it can, with the varied settings, you know, of DLSS presets, you can make it work.
At least a few people were here. Dragged something out. At least a few people were here. Dragged something out.
I'd say this is obviously better than what path tracing in Cyberpunk would be, because this isn't path tracing. So with the same settings on this with path tracing on Cyberpunk, we had like half this FPS.
Hog hut. Makes sense now. 1 gold coin at the bottom.
But then if you take ray tracing out the equation here, we can obviously we'll check it, but you're probably going to gain another. You know, you'd be close to 100 here without ray tracing. So, like, that really is what makes the difference in these games at 4K.
At least a few people were here. I'm back.
Even if in Cyberpunk, you take ray tracing out the equation, it's playable at 4K. So, it's really, it really depends what settings you're running.
Don't know how long you've been here, but you gotta be hungry. Got something tasty for you.
How did the pig get down here?
Tasty. See you later.
But I'll fast travel to the city and then maybe we'll switch ray tracing off. I'm trying to finish this mission. I'm not really sure what I gotta do. Examine.
A few people were here. Dragged something out.
The objective's here. Talk to the pig. I already did.
At least a few people were here. Dragged something out. I'm back. Don't know how long you've been here, but you gotta be hungry. Got something tasty for you.
What? What is this mission?
It's tasty. All right, let's talk.
Where's the
There was
gold?
gold here. Know what happened to it? Gotta talk to Yontek about this. Think I know what happened. We're in a temple, and there was a tub full of gold here. Yontek found the key, showed it to the villagers, and they got greedy. Thing is, no one realized the gold
Oink,
might
oink.
be protected by a curse. To lift it, we gotta bring back the gold. I should ask Yontek, maybe he knows where it is.
What on earth? I've never heard a pig make that noise. Alright, we did it.
Whole transformation seems like a mean joke.
Get me out of here.
Badly cast by someone who tried to do it with her feet.
Oh. I thought that was gonna crash then. Right, let's check the city out. Where's the nearest fast travel? How do we look at the map? The waypoint. How do we do it?
Move it.
So yeah, from like 70, what do we have? About 70 FPS in there. To like 57 now. I think, if I remember right, I don't think the frame rate will be that much different in the city. I think it's fairly similar. Where's the thing? These guys want to fight.
Steal much?
See any monsters, eh? Sort of which, we've not...
Alex Gaming, yo!
Actually, I see a few monsters.
Where? Ready, damn it, dumber than a hunk of lard you are.
What do you think of the Tottenham Man City game, though? I'm a bit nervous. I mean, to be honest, Tottenham have an alright record against Man City of recent years. They're all starting on me. So, like, I don't know. Tottenham easily could win, but Man City, innit?
Come on.
Dude, these guys are getting wrecked. Now we've got is the level 5 peasant. Easy. No problem. What have they got? Master Sword. I'll have that. Oh, I'm over encumbered. How do we sort that out? I've also got a broken... Where did my silver sword go? Where did the silver sword go that I picked up? We need to drop stuff. What's the best thing to drop? Did I just drop? 107 to 131 damage. These are all terrible. How do I drop that? Drop. These damage-wise are not good. $120 to 146. That's better. Oh, that's even better. Where did the silver swords go, though? I'm confused. I picked one up and I don't see it. Okay, let me go to the city. I forget what it's called. What's it called? This one. Is it this one? What's this one called? Novigrad, that's it. Do I know what nvidia DSR is? Yeah, it's basically the reverse of DLSS. So DLSS, if you're playing it on a 4K, if you're playing at a 4K resolution, DLSS is going to render at 1440p and upscale to 4K, right? DSR is the opposite, so you render over your resolution. So I could be at 4K and I could use DSR to render at 8K. And then, like, effectively scale it to 4K. It's like the inverse on the most simplest level. But you have DLSR now. You'd probably, I think that's just like a more optimized version. I think there's less of an FPS hit.
His armies across the river.
I've used it before. We used it in a couple of games, didn't we? I don't know. I've never really been sold on DSR stuff, to be honest. Like, it's not something I would ever use personally, but I can see the benefit of doing it if you were at 1080p or 1440p. I feel like the higher the res you are already at, I feel like the less of an improvement you'll get. Like 1080p, I think there's more potential there for the image to have more of a difference in the image, but so frame rate here is pretty similar, really. 57, 56 FPS. 7900 XT is better. Well, yeah, we've got ray tracing on here, though. It probably wouldn't be better here.
Assume your every move's observed. The eternal fire will guide you. You seen the new waitresses?
No. They worth seeing? And how?
7900 XT for sure in like raster performance. If you're using ray tracing, though, I'm still not. I mean, I do have one. I do have a 7900 XT, but if you plan on using ray tracing and stuff, I'd still get an nvidia card for sure. And if you're not interested in using ray tracing, then AMD for sure as well. So frame rate here seems very similar, I think, to outdoors. 56, 57 to 70, really, that range still. Not much of a difference. Stuttering is less than I thought here with frame generation on as well. VRAM has gone up, though, to about 14 and a half now, so the standard 12 gig 4070 Ti would definitely not be great in this situation. Tell you why I buy the trash card. I pretty much own all of the cards. I just buy it to test. I own a 7900 XT as well. I have one. I have both. I have a 7900 XTX, 7900 XT, 7800 XT. I test all the cards, so. That's what the channel's about. I said just test different PC hardware. It's not about me buying what the best thing is. I just test different stuff. If I try here without, I'm gonna switch frame generation off. See how many frames we lose. So yeah, look at that. What's that? About 20 FPS from where we were. But we should, our 0.1% low should be a lot better with frame generation off because it seems to be an issue on this. That's what causes the stuttering. But obviously we just won't be at 60 FPS anymore. What's happening? Someone's fighting. These guys want to fight, do they? Well, they've just been absolutely annihilated. That's not gone well for them, has it? You've had to reinstall the drivers. Yeah, I think there's issues. I've had issues with AMD drivers since December, since the driver was it the last driver, the one before they released the fluid motion frames. I had issues with that driver. Are you seriously? I don't really understand. I'm not sure what you mean. Doesn't make sense. Am I seriously? Am I seriously what? So we can also switch, if I switch frame generation back on, and then we can see it without ray tracing, and that's where, when I was saying earlier about how demanding ray tracing is, look, go to basically almost 100 FPS, pretty much just touched it. So I would say you can notice the difference here with ray tracing off, but obviously that frame rates, that's what I'm saying. In games, you can play them at 4K. You could do this native 4K, just it has to be without ray tracing though if you want to do it natively. Because I'll check in a sec, but if we switch DLSS and frame generation and stuff off, we'd probably, we might be about 60-ish. So you can definitely make it work. You just have to mess around with, you know, it depends what you want. I personally wouldn't, I don't think you really need 100 FPS on a game like this. If I can max out the graphics and have it at 60, like, I'm alright with that. There's an enemy behind here. Thug. How do I get around there? Here they are. Easy.
I've been cranky since morning. Oh.
This is the Ultra Plus with Hairworks, yeah. Everything's like maxed. Right now I've got ray tracing switched off though. So let's see if I switch off DLSS and frame generation here as well and see if we can still get a 60. So frame generation off. We're at 70, or it's going to be close. Without DLSS as well, it's going to be really close. Where is it? We want that on. Oh, okay. No, it can't do 4K 60 native even without ray tracing. It's still struggling. Maybe highest you'll see here, maybe 50, 55 is probably the highest you'll see in some areas. Not terrible. I'd say, you know, you might still be able to play. Maybe if you drop from Ultra Plus to Ultra, it'd probably be doable. See, just about getting 50. The game's, I mean, the game still looks pretty nice, even with just Ultra Plus. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Yeah, we can't quite get 60. Not too far off, but yeah, not quite. Most of us is 50. I mean, we might even see lows of in the 30s. Shall I try and head to this mission? What is it say? Where is the mission? All the way over there.
Run, Roach. Faster.
Touch me wifey and I'll smack you sideways.
Let me fast travel. 12 gig, what, on the 4070? Yeah, it's not really... Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to play around with this. It's not really designed for 4K. At least not 4K native. You just have to keep lowering the DLSS preset if you're trying to do that. I would argue, though... Eventually, so for example, if you end up using DLSS performance to be able to play at 4K on a 4070 or whatever, I'd pretty much prefer to just drop to 1440p and play native. It gets to a point where
Last one.
you're kind of defeating the point in playing at 4K because you're rendering way lower.
Yontek?
Same as in ray tracing. If the only way you can use ray tracing is using DLSS performance or ultra performance, really what you should do is drop your resolution if you still want to have ray tracing on. Because like you're degrading the performance so you know, too much. It's obviously going to depend on the game, but I don't know. There's definitely a line somewhere there where you're adding obviously quite a nice detail with ray tracing, but you're then making the quality worse by using a really low DLSS preset. It's kind of like pointless.
Some gold was stolen. That's what caused the curse. Know where the gold is?
I done hid it.
Well, you gotta return it. And all the...
You have a
villagers need
4080.
to be there when you do.
You don't like it. Why is that?
Oh. What?
Get the gold, and I'll get the pigs together. Meet by the mill, and we'll all go to the hog hut. It ought to work.
We's going to save him. I'll get the gold.
Gotta herd the pigs there somehow. Taxi, maybe?
I've got to talk to more pigs. What have I got to do? Gather all the cursed pigs. How do I do that? Use this to make them
Get moving. Towards the mill, piggies.
move.
There.
You want a 5090? Same. That's if we even get, like, we don't even know if that's the continuation of models, though. Maybe on the rip, off the rip, we get a 5090 Ti. Who knows? 5090 Ti Super.
This way, Mr. Pig.
Sold PC. Hate having all the different launch lagging and stuttering, so PS5 and Xbox Series X. Who said that? Who said that?
They's all here. Except for Igor.
Igor's waiting for us. Remember,
Get him out.
Once we're there, put the gold back where it was.
You get the pigs. I'll do the carrying and dropping off.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I've always wondered though, I've never ever had two consoles. Do you just switch between them? How does it work? I've never ever had two. So like if I've had a PlayStation, I've never had an Xbox. If I'd had an Xbox, I've never had both. I guess it makes sense for the exclusives, but I just wouldn't ever play both. I feel like I wouldn't have enough time to actually play both. In the end, consoles will be close to PC. How do you mean? Well, I mean, if you're talking about high-end stuff, it's nowhere near. From a like mid-range casual gaming perspective, yeah, but if you're talking about high-end, it's not close.
There's a herd of them. Protect them.
Come on, get over there.
You want a 4090? Yeah, I do. I have a PS5. I'm just talking about throughout history. Ever since I owned a PS1, I never ever had both. So like, I had PS1, PS2, then I had Xbox 360. I've only ever had a singular, you know? Then once I got my PS4, I didn't have any Xbox anymore. And then I got PS5, never had any Xbox.
Move.
I don't know, I was just wondering how that works. Do you actually play both?
He's off.
Come on, get over there.
Because I feel like for me, if I had both, I would just one would get neglected. I'd never, you know, one of them would get barely used. Personally, for me, I think I'd play my PlayStation more just because I prefer the exclusive games. I prefer all the single-player games. I think this time, I think they're better on PlayStation, personally. At least for me, my own personal. All of the games like Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Last of Us,
I'm myself again. Thank you.
Ratchet and Clank, all these type games I prefer.
Of human hands.
For almost all of us. Thank
What
you,
exclusives did we even get on Xbox? Like what's it, Starfield?
Thank Yontek.
What else
He
did we
helped
get?
me a lot.
Like big ones.
But it were Yontek brought us the key.
Must have known the
There's definitely been some this year on
He
Game
didn't wanna
Pass, isn't
go
there?
with us.
But I didn't.
Power World, I guess? That's Game Pass, isn't it?
Won't get out of this dung breath. Get him!
Help me.
Cool Gaming, yo!
First one to raise a hand against Yontek loses it.
No. We was just...
Freak's likely to get us. Let's go from here, quick.
Ooh, thanks.
Probably
I'm not
should
even
go
sure
back
really
to
what
the
game I'd
village.
miss without an
Bad
Xbox.
for you. Need to find another place for yourself.
I don't know if there's any exclusive game I'd play there that I would desperately need.
Speed now.
One's back in the day. I think Xbox definitely smashed it back in the day with Halo, Gears of War, all of those games. When I had Xbox 360, like I couldn't live without those games. Where now, Hellblade's an Xbox exclusive, is it? Oh wow. Okay, well I'd missed that. For 5090 Ti. I should think it could do that at path tracing. I mean, the 4090 Ti is not... If they supposedly... I mean, if the performance doubled, it'd be 60. If they doubled stuff again... what other settings do we want to try here? We could do ray tracing and everything native. We didn't try that, did we? So native with ray tracing, it's going to be tough, but... 25. Looks nice, though. Graphics look nice, just performance not too good. I did want to look at the quests here. Don't want to do that one. Some of these missions I could never finish. That one was like glitched, wasn't it? Could do something like that. Level 10.
Slower.
Ricardo, hello. Can't push. Not natively, no. With frame generation and DLSS quality, we can be at 60 with ray tracing. $4090 gets around 45 to 50 FPS at native 4K. Yeah, but I thought you said path tracing. It's not path tracing in this. It's just standard ray tracing. If we're talking about path tracing though, it's like 30 FPS. So if you doubled that, it'd be 60, obviously. What the hell are these things? Damn, I need my other sword now. I have never seen these things. This is not going to be good doing this at 20 FPS. It's going to explode. I have seen these things. I have seen these things before. Oh my god, the horse helped me. God, this is not good. This is not good at 20 FPS. Got rid of them though. DDR5, nice. As in what? RAM or? Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about ray tracing, Jeevan, then yeah, I mean definitely. But path tracing, I mean, I don't know. It's really going to depend what. I'd have thought with ray tracing, then yeah, it should be able to do it at 60. Just normal ray tracing, it should be able to. It's not that much of a gap. But path tracing, that would be double. And even then, that wouldn't be consistently at 60. It would have to be getting more. You know, how likely is that to happen again? I don't know. Let me just... I'm going to put DLSS quality back on with frame generation just so we can get some reasonably okay-ish frames. And then maybe we'll check... We'll check out 1440p as well maybe in a bit. Let me do this mission. Frame time as well, giving us that frame generation look.
Let's dance.
Motherboard, RAM, and processor, nice. How much is all that?
Thank you.
Oh, here he is.
Came just in time. A moment more and that
7800X 3D for gaming. It's good. It's good for just gaming.
Actually, not sure I should have intervened. Your combat style.
Captain Kirk, yeah, hello. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good for if you're just gaming. It's the perfect CPU for just that, really.
Where'd you get your wolf?
If that's all you're doing.
You're the real thing. A witcher?
Mm-hmm. What gave it away? That I didn't wet my trousers at the sight of one lousy ghoul? Answer the question.
Probably the best one you can get, really. Outside of like a 5800X 3D. You know, both those are pretty solid. It depends obviously what GPU you've got it paired with, but...
Monster slain! Oi, what's this? 2 witches?
And obviously if you're
We
on
only hired one.
AM5 or not.
Monster was fierce. Took 2 witchers to take it down.
That's tween you two. Listen didn't want coin, so you've none to quarrel over.
Of course. So this witcher demanded the traditional reward. One other hallowed witcher's principle you should be aware of then.
Yeah? What's that?
Any witcher needing a brother's aid must then bury his medallion in the earth. In doing so, he renounces his trade. Then he's got to work for the village elder for a year.
Claims that the next flagship 50 will be 2.5 times. Yeah, but I mean, does he work for? I mean, how is he calculating that? Is he just assuming based off existing progression of that if they do that? Because obviously we don't actually know what, you know, unless he works for nvidia or there's some leak. Anything outside of that is just an assumption, really. Look at this here. Multiple sources. Yeah, but are they leaks? Like, who are the sources? Like, are they leaks from inside? See, that is the DLC, is it? Return the frying pan to the old woman. Easy. Smoke looks nice there as well, doesn't it?
Move it.
Forbidden West coming. It is coming on the 21st of March. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I have some inside knowledge. Yeah, fair enough. I never personally really trust anything I read on the internet, to be honest. I mean, it makes no difference to me. You know, the GPU's going to come out when it comes out, and we'll see what the performance is like then. So, like, I don't really pay too much attention. Anything else, to be honest, before it is just noise. Unless it's an official... You know, unless it's an official thing, I normally don't really pay too much attention just because it kind of makes no difference. Like, either way, we still have to wait for it to come out.
Whoa there, Roach.
Before we can even see, like, look at this. Like, nvidia say this card's 15% better. The only way we know it's not is because it's out now and we can play it. Anyone could have rumored anything before that. And even the official thing was that it was 15, but it's not. Where is it telling me to go here? Is it completely fast traveling out of the world?
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Does a good bad GPU launch affect stock price? What are we talking about, nvidia specifically? Or I would say, like, nvidia and AMD now have their business model is in so many things. A bad GPU release alone doesn't affect it, I wouldn't say. And even then, you wouldn't know about sales until, like, you know, down the road when they release if they have, like, their quarterly earnings and stuff. When you see percentages and stuff. But even then, like, nvidia's last one, they had, like, 10 different subsections of stuff they were selling in, not even just gaming GPUs. So, like, gaming GPUs for nvidia doesn't even really touch anything. Like, nvidia could probably stop selling GPUs, consumer gaming GPUs tomorrow, and they'd still probably be fine. Because their business GPUs probably sell way more. They make way more money from that, probably. And even then, they're also in, like, server farm stuff now, data center stuff, like, all the AI stuff. Like, it barely touches it, probably, gaming GPUs. It's as much as, like, Amazon, AWS, like... If all of a sudden with Amazon they stop doing their website, maybe it's probably a bit more of an extreme one, because I don't know how much money they make from that, but I think they make more money from AWS now. So, like, ultimately, they still have a business. Even if one of the things goes, you know, falls off, they still sell stuff elsewhere.
Here, you're frying.
I mean, obviously, that in Amazon's case would probably affect their stock price because it's such a huge part, but with Nvidia, I think gaming, like, specifically gaming GPUs now for Nvidia is, like, such a small part of their business.
Made ink out of it.
So, like, I really don't think it would even touch the stock price.
Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
If you predict the performance to follow the general... Well, that's what I'm saying. I assume that's what that guy's doing. But, yeah, I mean, you can do that, but... like, have we got zero... I haven't really got zero interest in really paying much attention to that, to be honest. Because, I mean, you could do that with anything. It doesn't really mean... You know, it doesn't mean that's what we're going to get.
Come on.
I think sometimes that stuff is more just to generate clicks on like articles or videos, to be honest. 30-40% on AWS, absolutely. I mean, pretty much 80% of the companies I work for have AWS. But I just think Amazon's website is still probably a big portion, so like I think it would probably affect it more. But like you say, they still have a business. Even if they just had AWS, it's still a huge business. I want to actually try and do like a proper full-on mission. Collect rewards. These are just side ones. How do I know what level these ones are? I can't actually see it. 19 is that one? That's level 32. I'm not sure I really want to do all that one. This is 26. There's none that are really... 17? Could do that. Should do that one. Let's do that one. I think that's on the island as well. Haven't been here too much. And then we'll check out... You cannot fast travel. Oh. Whoa, and then we'll try out 1440p. What settings are you using right now? 4K with everything maxed out, ray tracing with frame generation DLSS quality right now.
Come on, Roach.
Holding pretty much in and around 60. Some dips under, but... Look at that up there. That looks... The light. That looks weird.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of...
Yeah, because I mean, what's even Nvidia's... what is it, companies... What's Nvidia's market cap now? There's no way you get to that kind of market cap without... They're sitting at 1.5 trillion. There's no way you get to that market cap by just selling gaming GPUs. I mean, it's almost at Amazon's market cap. What's that? Where's AMD? Oh, it's not even... Oh, it's not even... Where is it? AMD's 287 billion, so I mean, it's still a lot. But yeah, there's no way you get to that kind of market cap just by selling gaming GPUs. That's nuts. 1.5 trillion. That's crazy.
Look.
At least not just gaming, consumer gaming GPUs alone, you know? Not just by themselves. Gaming is still Nvidia's second largest business, is it? Have you got figures for that? I'd be interested in seeing the breakdown. I feel like it'd be further down, but link me if you're on the Discord. I'd be interested in seeing if you have a percentage split. I'd actually be pretty curious. As like the percentages. Because in their quarterly earnings, the last one, it seemed like a small gaming. Their gaming CPU sales were like the profit was tiny compared to everything else. There's like 10 other things that were higher. AI and then gaming. But what's the breakdown though?
Something different. I like those readings better. To your health, sweet seers.
Druids managed to contain the curse, but pestilence still blows in the
Because I'd have thought B2B GPU sales would be higher than consumer gaming. What do you mean by gaming?
Ow!
You're talking specifically about consumer gaming? Because I feel like there's no way that's second. It can't be. Like, business GPUs sell, like, way more than gaming consumer GPUs. For, like, stuff that isn't gaming.
Step aside, why you?
Then the Jarl of Hindersfjall sacrificed a whole flock to the gods. So they
What am I looking for here?
courage and strength to slay Morkvark.
Tell me honestly, do you believe that?
Fresh meat!
And even then, just like business laptops and stuff, I guess, as well. Like, thing is though, is how do you separate the difference between gaming and just like business use in something like that? I don't think there's any easy way to actually separate that.
Craigie!
Who have I got to talk to? Is this talk to...
Druids managed to contain the curse,
I don't think the guy's in
pestilence
here.
still blows in the winds.
You don't say.
How do I know who it is? Sail to the island
But ain't nothing
and search. Ask around. Oh, I've just got to talk to people.
Greetings. I'm Geralt.
The Witcher known as the White Wolf, I know. They tell stories about you every day round here. Looking for an open seat at the table?
I'll be fine.
Not just gamers, yeah, but I'm talking about specifically like
came here to gather
consumer gaming, like gamers at home in their own rigs is a tiny amount. It must be. There's no way it can be. It can be. Just saying gaming is second. I mean, that doesn't really. I mean, that could be any. That could be a lot of things. I'm talking specifically about people like buying an nvidia GPU to game at home. That's like a tiny proportion. It must be.
Should have seen it, Witcher. Brought tears to my eyes.
Hjalmar seems popular around here.
He is cracksome. Clever lad.
Overlap between gaming and business. Yeah, that's what I mean. Though. That's why I don't think there's any probably easy way to see any of those figures, because how do you actually display that split? There's no way to know, is there?
No spring minnows either. In fact, was a clan
I guess if someone's ordering 20 4090s, you could probably guess they're not doing like gaming at home, but
Figgy, that's him. Hope to earn a new by name, the Fearless. Till now they'd called him the Loon.
They wanted to take back a forge? What's that about?
Never heard
they've made tons of profit from it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying they haven't. I'm saying that it's Nvidia is not the company it used to be. It would have back in the day it'd have made pretty much solely its whole profit off of gaming GPUs, but that's not the case anymore.
How do you know? That's a Clan Todorok secret.
Got some friends.
I'm talking about now.
Perhaps you do. But the ore from the mines of Undvik, not even... Well, no one's got it. That's that.
Hjalmar must have had a plan. Tell me about it.
Plans? Ha! They didn't even know where to look for this.
Like the most used GPU from like recent time on Steam hardware survey is a 3060. You know, like they're not making. Think to yourself, they could either sell a 3060 to a gaming consumer, or they're selling 204090s to like a business. Like that's the difference. There's no way they're making as much money anymore on a small little like gaming market of like low end. Do you see what I mean?
So long.
Glad to be of service. If you need to know more about
That's
Undvik or the Giants,
that's kind of more what I meant, but there's no way to really actually definitively know, because there's just no easy way to split between the two. In terms of like sales, there's no way to know what people are using it for. Because I think in Steam, I think the 4090 is 0.9% of all GPUs. It's like very small for gaming. 3060 was it like 8%? I forget now, to be honest. I might be might be wrong.
Nothing here for you.
Who else have I got to talk to in here? Let's just skip it. Skip.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill seeker. Well, then,
Do you notice ray tracing in Witcher?
I
I would say you do notice it between it being on and off. It's hard to compare to Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk has path tracing. It's gonna look different. Ray tracing is gonna look different from path tracing.
So careful not to scrape right over them. Big breach your hull, you're done for. Because just a few minutes in that icy
Like
water
for like,
makes a
if you're
corpse.
comparing ray tracing,
One time I remember
I'd probably like you can notice a difference in both games. Would you notice a difference a bit more in Cyberpunk? Probably, but that's just because
drag you off course.
I think the design of Cyberpunk overall really suits.
With
It
a
really
bit of luck, you'll land on the same beach where Hjalmar landed.
I don't know what the word is. It really suits it and exacerbates it, I guess is the word. It makes it more prominent just by the way that the game looks. You know, it's really suited for it. Where Witcher's like an open world, you know, it's not really.
Some of them shorter, just below the surface. So careful not to scrape right over them. Big breach your hull, you're done for. Because just a few minutes in that icy water makes a corpse.
Skip.
Stick to... Nice.
How do we just progress this mission along? Okay, there we go. That's not the pig we were talking to earlier, is it? It better not be. How do I go out? Oh. Sail to the island. Who was saying they wanted to see a... We've got a sail over there. Well. Gonna need a ship. Can I just nick a ship?
Watch it.
Oh. That stutter then.
Take a hammer to your horse.
Can I just nick one of these ships? Why does it all look like it's all rendering in really late? Can we nick one of these? It's happening. Water looks nice as well. How do we go faster? Hold. Reminds me of Valheim. God, it goes so slow. Oh no. I don't want to fight those things. .95 FPS though. It's almost like we're capped. Oh, 96. Oh, 95. Long old way. Now, can I get off here, or is it like the other side? Think I can get off here? Oh, we're gonna have to. What level is this gonna be? There's people up there. Are they Vikings? Oh god.
Don't know what you came for, wanderer. But
Wait, I've still got the other sword out. No, I've got my fists. Why is he just not taking it out? Dude, this is too many. Huh. Oh! There goes his arm. Oh! Sliced him in half. Jeez. The limbs are flying off. I keep thinking LB is blocked. It is almost like some Vikings landed here. Shall we check out 1440p as well before I forget? So we've actually got quite a good frame rate here. Pushing up between 70 and 80. A lot better than the other map, or the other, I don't know what you call it, the other island or whatever. No, go down to 1440p here with ray tracing. We've still got ray tracing on with frame generation. Look at that, 136 now. No, I'm on the wrong island. Oh my god, it's so far. There's a boat. Blur, thanks. See how our frame rate goes with this. And then we'll check out native as well. It might be close to 60 with ray tracing on. I'm just going to swim over there. That seems like a long way. I have a feeling, Bench, you would much rather I talk less. What? Since when? What is this huge structure in the distance? Looks like a thing out of Ark. You've been kind of spammy. I don't think so. I don't have a problem. Avoid those dragons. Is it on me? I hear it. So VRAM as well is down under 10 here. I definitely can't believe we was playing on a 4070 Ti 12 gig though. That must... I know we did have issues with VRAM on it, but now we've got 16 on this. You really realise, especially at 4K. I think 4K on that was completely out of the question, really, on the 12 gig. It's like always just way too close. Way too close, if not way over. What was the price premium of the 4070 Ti? It's not very much. At least in England, it's not. Like, for a 4070 Ti 12 gig brand new, you're looking at probably between 750 and 850, maybe, depending on the model. Maybe you could get maybe one or two models. Well, it depends where you look. Obviously, I've not looked everywhere. Just a rough. You know, maybe the cheapest one you can get is maybe like 7. Brand new 7, yeah, maybe close, a bit closer to 700, maybe. Where the 16 gig super version, the cheapest you can get is 760, I think, or is it 769? And then the most expensive is probably like 900. So depending on what model you get, there might not be much of a difference. You know, or probably. On average, you're looking at maybe like £50 between. It's like really not massive. I'd say between exact models. So like the tough, I don't know exactly. I think the tough 12 gig is probably the overclock models. Maybe like, yeah, the 12 gig's probably 800 maybe, 800 to 820, where the super is maybe closer to 900, I would say. So it's a little bit more, but I would say that at that price, it's almost definitely worth it. The difference there. And then if you go for a slightly... How do I get around this? If you go for a slightly different model... Like I was saying, I think the cheapest one I saw was 769, I think. So 1440p here, staying above 100 at least. We'll check out native in a sec. Point ITO was scrapped. Did they even ever say that they were doing it though? I don't know if there was ever any confirmation that they were actually doing it, was it? I think it was just speculation. I honestly can't remember.
That's it, Roach.
I always thought it was just speculation, and then they just came out and said they definitely won't be doing it. I don't think it was scrapped. I just think that they never actually even started. I don't know. I guess they'd have just used a future GPU or whatever. Something that they already had. Would just turn it into that, you know? Getting closer to 100 here, almost dipping under. There you go, 99. have we got here? Not those things. Oh my god. Am I gonna have to kill that? Explore the ruins.
I long
Who's that I hear?
to the modest abode.
Dude, how do I kill this thing? Crossbow? How do I get crossbow out? Go! Who is that singing? How do I get up there? There we go. You're right, mate.
I know that song. What are you doing here?
Look, man. Another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Crate. Word is he came to this isle with a crew, aimed to defeat the giant.
Oh, aye, saw him, as did Wilmar.
Sure it was him?
Wilmar's got eyes like a hawk. They stood where you stand now. Poor shape they were in, neath the red, fallen Viggy. And just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head. Oh,
This guy's Scottish.
the young on Crate was here too.
Scottish.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aim to make camp in the old guard tower.
Aye.
Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley. Garden, absolutely nothing.
Try to come back for you once I've found Hjalmar.
Aye.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him. Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it. All on your own. They're the same to a man, aren't they, Wilhelm? All think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails.
That guy's
Short
tatted
nails.
up.
Can you remember that? Nails and twine.
I'll remember.
Shall we try out native 1440p now as well? I can't actually see the... Switch frame generation off. And then if we switch DLSS off, we'll be at 60. Ah, still not quite. We missing some sort of anti-aliasing, hang on. That looks better. When you switch anti-aliasing off in this game, it looks wild. Shame we still can't even get 60. Even at 1440p with ray tracing. Still, I thought we'd be maybe just under 60, but we're quite a bit under 10-15 FPS. Trade blocks y'all. Nice. Did you decide on if you're getting the super or not?
Yalmar's encampment. They were attacked. Winds howling. Throat torn open by claws. Sirens. Many wounds. Must have fought for a long time. 2 people came through here. Separately. These
little investigations remind me of Assassin's Creed.
They left the camp before the attack.
You have to just continually do them.
Several men. Dragged a boat north.
Which way do I go? Go this way first. It does mean, obviously, if we do switch ray tracing off here, at least 1440p with everything ultra plus, you're easily getting over 60. We'll take a look at that in a sec.
Yalmar's man bled to death while trying to escape. Wonder what happened to his cohorts.
We also should maybe check 4K with DLSS. You know, we didn't check DLSS balance or anything, did we? We'll check that out.
Signs of a battle.
Just to see at what point it is possible.
They ran toward the caves.
They ran into the caves.
Someone tripped and fell, but managed to get away.
Why does it keep saying examine? Continually. I don't need to keep doing it. What is this then? Into the cave. Into the cave we go.
Track.
All of these trails seem to lead into caves.
It's deep enough.
Can I jump?
Bottom.
How do I jump? I'm gonna get attacked.
Not bad.
Damn, oh, I didn't heal either. That could be a problem. How do we get the torch out? Hey. In this cave now, at least we're hitting 60 in the cave. Indoor, in underground areas and stuff, you might hit 50, 60. I've got a feeling this maybe wasn't the right place. How do I get out? I don't even remember which way I came in. It's over there. Well, here are the dead things. I think I jumped from up there, did I? Was it up there? That looks too low.
Clean cut. Head probably went flying.
You don't know if you're... Yeah, I'd probably... If I was you, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just wait until the next... Until 50 series.
Sliced her up. 2 men, looks like.
Now this seems like it's leading us. Get me out of here. Oh. Oh god. That's not good, bruv. Wait, what? How are they surviving? Damn, bro. Oh, they got smoked. Now, what's this? How do I get out of here? Oh no. Make sure to drop a like on the stream as well, guys. We're 6 likes off 50. You're almost there. Why aren't I swimming? Okay, there we go. Damn, I want to get out of the cave. Can I see a map of the cave? Dude, I'm just like in the middle of nowhere. Is there any way I can just fast travel quick out of here? Do I think a 3080 would be a good upgrade? I'd probably personally, I mean, it looks likely we're going to get 50 series next year, maybe even as early as end of this year. So, what country and how expensive is stuff? Would you be selling the 3080? How much would you get for it? How do I get out of here? I'm stuck in it forever. I just want to leave the caves. Canada. A boat, eh? No, I'm joking. How much? How would you be selling a 3080? How much is a 4070 Ti Super in Canada? Fried Nate, hello. I should never have come in the caves. I thought there'd be something down here, but there's just nothing down here. $600 is 1,100. It would obviously be a pretty good upgrade from what you have, but it's just whether, like, you know, 50 series isn't... I guess that'd be your decision to make. Like, 50 series isn't really that far away in the grand scheme of things. If you're playing at 1440p as well, you'd probably be okay until then. You could just about get away with it and wait for the 50. That's probably what I would do, because it's just not really that far away. And there's likely going to be an even better price to performance situation there. $3090. It's actually a little better than that, Jim, I would say, because the 4070 Ti 12 gig is kind of roughly between a 3090 and 3090 Ti, and this is obviously 5 to 10% better than that, so I would say it's still probably in that region, maybe just under 3090 Ti, I would say. Probably, because we're looking at, when we're doing 4K stuff, it's probably roughly, I'm trying to think in Cyberpunk, 4K without ray tracing. It was about, yeah, it's probably just over 3090 Ti still. It's in between those. It's been a long time since I used the 3090 Ti. Do you have to buy these GPUs you own by yourself? I do, yeah. Oh my god. Anyone know how I can get out of here? Can I just fast travel out? I hear water. How do I go under the water? Oh. How do I go under the water? Oh, I thought it was a way out. There's a way out close to the tree. No! First, hey, hello. Now the question is, where's the tree? It's about this way. It was this way. Good evening from Germany. Or Horibenji. Guten Nacht. That's good night, though. I don't know what good evening is in German. I know guten Morgen. That's good morning. I don't know what good evening is. Right, there's the tree. Oh, is that the way up there? Wait, what? How'd you get up there? Oh, is it this way? It's got to be here, right? Guten Abend. It is that. I have heard that before.
Shot half a quiver into her.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Run. I got the wrong sword. And I've also got lowish health. AM game goes on, yo. How's it going? Which way do I want to go? Oh my god, there's the exit. I'm just going to run. Oh my god, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out of the devil's cave. That's that structure. Oh, it leads you to the other spot. Got ya. Key required. Or I could just do this. Why don't it let me climb up? It literally just doesn't let you on there. Locked. Can I set fire to it? Scheisse. Oh wait, what? The front door's not locked. Back door's locked, front door's not. What's the settings currently? I'm at 1440p at the moment. I actually forgot. We're just checking it out. I need to... We're just at 1440p native with ray tracing right now.
Recruited quite a few men. No Hjalmar here, though. Gotta keep looking. Hjalmar came through here. Had to.
What was that? Did I play any overclock and MSI Afterburner? No, this is just... Ace is tough overclock out the box, but I haven't touched it manually. Whoa! Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, I didn't realise how low my health was. No. I forgot to meditate. Dude, I thought they were like milling around outside. I didn't realise they were coming into party. Can I just meditate inside? Just quick power nap for an hour. Smash that out. Look at that, full health. Is the game with DLSS now? No. This is with ray tracing on though, so if you switch that off, you're golden. Dude, these don't even take damage. Level 17. Could be in a spot of bother, eh? Oh, look at the damage they've done. Jesus. No! Paul P, thanks for subscribing. He tried overclocking 4090, does not. Yeah, this is why before I was always saying there's not much, it's not really that worth it. Uses tons more power and like barely any FPS gain. Use fire. I was. Oh god, I thought that was an edge. I need just one at a time. literally barely take damage. Oh, weapons are just not that good. One at a time like this is fine. How do we bait the other one? Come on. Come on. Where are they? Why has he got low health? I'm okay with it. Oh no. Don't do it. Did I even take any damage? I don't even think I took any damage. What's in here then?
Show me a pantry and I'll show you the mice.
So yeah, if we switch ray tracing off here, we should be fine, even with just Ultra Plus. So we've got ray tracing on. That's really what's hammering our frame rate. Look at that. Over doubled it. Or roundabout doubled it, because we had 50-ish in some bits. Over 100. What else am I looking for? Use your witch senses to follow the tracks. Those who fled the camp. I already examined him. Ah. James, I'll see you later.
Lots of old tracks. Giant must have come through here often.
I'm going to have to go in a bit as well to watch the Tottenham Man City game. Watch Tottenham absolutely batter.
Definitely came
Man
through
City.
here.
Stick them in a deep fryer and batter them. So yes, this is playable at least 1440p native, Ultra Plus graphics, just without ray tracing. There's something else here. A long old mission, this one. Hope you get 4070 Ti Super today. Nice. Yeah, I hope you get it. This is 1440p right now. Here he is. How do I use the...
that stench.
Where's the other one? There we go. Yes, with ray tracing on it was lower than 60, yeah.
Thanks, White One. If not for you,
at native, at least, native resolutions. Native 4040p it is.
And we two are all that's left of my crew.
But if you're using DLSS or frame generation, you can play with ray tracing on and above 60.
And I'll never forget you helping me in a time of need.
Geralt of Rivia.
The Geralt of Rivia? Like in the ballad about the sorceress and the witcher. You're still alive.
Looks like it.
Right? Well, forgive me. Just thought that all happened long ago. My dad used to tell me stories of your adventures. So, what are you doing on Undvik?
Catch you later. Yeah, see you later.
Father sent me. He needs you on Skellig.
Impossible. Dad knows I'll not return till I kill the giant.
Situation's changed. The fate of all Skellige will be decided on Skellig. They're getting ready to choose a new king.
The fate of Skellig is being decided here.
You start to worry about your 70 super.
The gods have chosen me to
were you talking about it yesterday? Was it 1440p you're playing?
Party, then. Time to face the giant. Coming with?
The giant? I don't want to face that right now.
We should see to your friend.
Right. His wounds need tending.
Not what I meant. He's dead.
What? Nah, he's just unconscious. Lost a bit of blood, you know.
He's dead. Trust me.
Swore he'd sink his blade into the giant's heart. Swore it on the bones of his ancestors. Let's go.
I need to fast travel out of it. Should we go back to the city quick?
The cave entrance.
Let's go back to the city. Where is it? Is it here? Novigrad. Boom. And we'll check back at 4K, and I want to see balanced. If DLSS balanced, we didn't see that.
Was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
So you can definitely make it work here with 1440p, dropping an FPS a little bit here in the city. Down from 100 to like 90, 85 to 90. But at least our lows are better though without frame generation. That does seem to bring it down. There's someone wanting to fight here.
You look familiar.
It's up here. Don't know what those guys were thinking. How many FPS will be frame generation without ray tracing? What about... You want DLSS upscaling on as well? At 1440p. If we do DLSS on as well, and frame generation. Frame generation by itself, it wouldn't be 200, no. I'm not even sure with DLSS it'll be 200. DLSS quality at least, 180. Almost. You could hit 200, but you'd have to lower the DLSS upscaling. Probably consistently over 200, you're looking at performance or ultra performance probably. But there's... I'd say there's like absolutely no need to have 200 FPS in this game. That's an absurd amount of FPS, but you really don't need it in this game.
What's he doing here?
On this GPU at least, you don't really need to use DLSS Ultra Performance to get 200 FPS. Not really necessary, but... There you go, performance. Performance will do it. It'll probably still dip below, I reckon, maybe in some places. Yeah, there you go.
Eight of the Kingfisher.
165. Yeah, I'd say if you're trying to get higher than that, but you're actually kind of degrading image quality by using low DLS like upscaling presets, I don't know. You kind of you're missing out on some of the game really because you're just destroying the quality so much. You know, the game graphically looks nice. I wouldn't want to ruin that just to gain like an absurd amount of FPS. 220, 230. In the daytime, though, here, you're definitely going to see the quality is going to look a lot worse. So it looks a lot worse than what we had. Like, look how fuzzy it is.
Cursed mage hunters. Thought things couldn't get any worse.
Oh, terrible times.
You can see it in the water. Do you see it? Look over there. So yeah, you can get pretty incredible frame rate, but
Another drifter in from Temeria.
at the sacrifice of image quality. I'm now just going to switch it back to 4K because I did want to see it at some other DLSS presets. Because we only really saw DLSS quality. So back at 4K, if we put it on... I want to put it on balanced first. Oh, it looks so much better at 4K. Even balanced. This is without ray tracing though, isn't it? Even balanced is just about... it's over 60. So you're likely, compared to quality, probably not see it dip below 60 so much. Maybe in the odd situation it might dip, like in the really dense forest areas actually. We'll have a look. 65 here, so I think maybe in some forest bits it's probably going to dip, I would guess. From experience of seeing the game. Go to somewhere like there. That's probably the hardest bits to run, I think, sometimes in the forest. If we're already getting 67 here, it's probably, I would say, it's going to see just under, but...
Go.
There you go, 60. Still looks okay at balance. I don't really think quality and balance look okay. Is it? Are we going to get 61? Seems like it's just about... There you go. There you go. 58. Doesn't drop like massively under, but it'd still be fine. Around that 60 level. Whereas quality, obviously, it drops quite a bit more. And then in the distance, though, it looks kind of weird. The trees.
That's it, Roach.
What was that mission back there? Because I could do that quick. Because I'm going to have to... Probably... Was it that mission I'm thinking of? It was this here. I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to head off in a minute just so I can catch the football. One thing I really don't like about this game, though, is the horse riding mechanics. So janky.
Giddy up.
And you're like riding through trees and stuff here, it just stops all the time. Who's this here? Oh, it wants me to fast travel. Wait. I've gone to the wrong place. That frame generation frame time, though, coming out the menu. The map. Can we go across? Can I go across here? There you go, down to 54 then. Can I get across there? No horse. Go this way. Oh, I keep following the yellow things. At least we can go across. Melancholic, yo.
What happened, ma'am?
As if the war weren't enough, sir. I'm losing me ends. How am I to live, eh?
Get a look at the thieves?
What thieves? It's monsters taking me chickens. An ordinary thief I'd nab on me own, but beasts? What am I to do?
I can help you. Not for free, but you're advanced in years, so I won't ask too much.
You're advanced in years.
Says, but you'll take me liver come the end.
That's a nice way to put it.
Well, no one else is lining up to help me. Me end started disappearing about a week past. Always take one at a time, the vermin.
One at a time? Interesting. Monsters leave any tracks?
Aye. Prints of wolf paws, but strange-like. As if the wolves walked on their hind legs. And don't you be like that wise-ass Yossit from down Warren. Tells me I'm mistaken. But few know beast tracks like I do. Me man were the best poacher for miles around.
I see. I'd still like to examine the prints myself.
Find out what's stealing the chickens.
Wolf prints, all right. Though something's not right.
What is it going to be?
Wolf prints, and small footprints next to them, but no signs of struggle.
It wants me to look back in here, does it?
Little footprints.
I'm just gonna. Okay, keep following it. What's the river? So the water here, you see it's not got that fuzzy thing anymore that Ultra Performance had.
Watch out, PT!
Thai curry with chicken. Sheesh.
A soldier! He won't take us alive.
That girl's got Uggs on. I ain't got no fear. That's making me angry.
Then why are you here? That captain with the black moustache send you?
Don't know any captain. Followed the tracks of the hen-stealing monsters here.
You're a lot of fuss over a few skinny hens. The old lady didn't like 'em much anyway. She were always yelling at 'em. And she looks like a witch.
Why are you in the woods? Where are your parents?
Soldiers caught 'em. We was crossing the river, but they spotted us. We ran, but Mum and Dad had bags. Told us to flee.
Lived in the woods alone ever since?
Sure. Find a lot of things, steal a few others. We get by just fine.
You survive by stealing from others. This can't end well.
They stole the
You should
chickens.
ask someone for help.
Who'd help us? Who'd take us? Once we've got all the hens, we'll go deep in the woods. Petey says we's gonna hunt. We're animal hides, so a tent out of leaves. And never grow up.
Last bit's most likely. Good luck,
Roach.
I guess. And watch out for yourselves.
Convince the old woman to take in the children. What the hell? What is this mission? I should be out there taking down monsters.
Hey, Witcher! What is it?
Found a group of kids in the woods. They were the ones stealing your hens.
Oh, children, eh? Riding on the backs of wolves, were they?
Never any wolves here. The kids are just clever.
If they've anything in their noggins, they'll stay away from me hen house now.
They'll be back. Give them a home.
Take them in. Give them a home. Won't steal from you then.
Sure, but I'll be feeding the whelps. I'll gain nothing from it. But suppose I'll give it some thought.
This or 4080 Super? I don't know. I'm getting the 4080 Super on next week. For 4K, I mean the 4080 Super, really. If you're talking about 4K, the 4080 Super is going to obviously be better. I hope 70 Super with ray tracing on... You said you tested the 70 Super the other day. No, I don't have a 70 Super. No, I thought you were in here yesterday asking about the performance. Under 2K. I mean, the 4070 Super, you could get it to work, yeah, at 1440p with ray tracing, but you'll need to use DLSS and stuff, or frame generation. That wasn't you, no, don't worry. I just thought it was maybe someone else. It's similar to, I think they also had a turquoise thumbnail with a W, so it just made me... Sometimes it's easier to recognize the, like, your... what are they called? Not thumbnails, like your profile picture. It's easier to remember people from that sometimes. And I think maybe it just looked the same. Same colour.
Excuse me.
You what, mate?
Come again?
You what?
Come again? Come again? Come again? Come again? Come again? Gloomy's a root seller, you are.
This guy wants to start. Right, that's gonna be it for me though. I'm gonna go watch Tottenham absolutely batter Man City into the next round of the FA Cup. No problem. But I'll... what was I gonna say? I'm going to edit a couple of videos, try and get a couple of videos out of this. Cyberpunk and stuff. I want to also try and do Alan Wake, Last of Us maybe. A couple of other ones. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or at the weekend or not. I'm not sure. Depends. I've got a lot of stuff to do, so... If I have any free time, I will. If not, I'll be back on Monday. But yeah, if I don't see you guys... Have a good weekend. And I'll catch you later. Sorry, I was just reading comments. 70 Super is 20% performance increase. Yeah, I mean you can make it. You'll make it work at 1440p. You just have to obviously change the settings a little bit. If you want ray tracing, you're gonna have to use. If you want it to be above 60, you're gonna have to use consistently above 60. You'll have to use like frame generation or DLSS or something. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.